What are you looking to happen to refocus the defense last couple of games here that you need to get back to get that unit playing as good as you know you can be?
I think we need to have a better start. Tonight was the first quarter really that put them in a good mood. When you start the game and you hit a lot of shots and you're comfortable, we make them feel good, and then they have good players, really good offensive players. So if they feel like it's going to be a comfortable night, we play kind of like we play who's going to score the most, and when we do that, we can lose. So tonight was really about the start, 38 points, first quarter.
Even after the start, as you're kind of integrating new guys into the rotation with some guys out right now, is that maybe where little things like communication or whatnot show up on the defensive end of the floor, or should that not happen?
I think a lot of it was the starters. Okay. I mean, it was us, and they hit some tough shots too. But I think we could have been a little better at taking away threes early in the game. And be more physical, try to make them drive a little bit more, and be a little more on point on the personal.
On a personal level, do you feel like you over the last couple weeks have really started finding a rhythm in what your role is and how to maximize it?
For sure. I mean, I'm always a perfectionist, so I'm always looking at, tonight there's a lot of plays that I feel like I could have done differently or better, but overall I like my energy, I like my intensity, I like being myself, and being dominant, so I try to really bring that to the team every night and every minute.
Put your finger on because you weren't saying that a few weeks ago. Put your finger on what kind of shifted that got you back to being yourself.
I mean, it's just I've always been like this. I'm a slow starter, so I always usually raise my level. Not that I want to, but that's the way I am. And I think the work that I put in and everything I do every day, usually I get the fruits always later than when I plant the seed, and I'm grateful that I'm healthy. I'm grateful that I've been able to compete every game, and now it's a very important stretch. So we try to raise my level for the team, and I'm gonna keep doing that. The goal is to be at our best in April.
I want to ask you about the Luka and Anthony Davis trade and what your reaction to that was in the moment, and then maybe after the moment of kind of thinking about how those teams have evolved.
Sure. I mean, it was hard to believe it at first. I didn't think. I mean, all these fake accounts that post stupid stuff every day. I was making really sure that. He wasn't sham shower, whatever. Make sure he was the real one. My reaction was, it's crazy. It's crazy when it's possible that there's something that we don't know, right? But it says a lot about, the state of the game right now, in a way where a young superstar is not untouchable. And
I feel like you're a bit more player than me.
There's good. There's positive. I think there's positives and negatives. The positives that in a way that it shows that no one is untouchable. But the negative is that I think you lose a little bit of that loyalty aspect and humanity aspect. And, when I think our sport is bigger than just a sport, and there's I lived that, even though I knew it's different because I knew I was potentially leaving, and I was okay with the outcome, but But you have when you're attached to a community, when you give your all for a team, for an organization, for a city, it's not just a business. It's more than that. And then it's. I mean, we know what we signed up for, right? When we come to this league, but I think there's. I mean, I think when Dirk comes back to Dallas and he sees the statue and it feels special to him. And when I come back to Utah, it feels special to me. I don't have a statue, but it feels special, and I think Luka probably feels the same. I mean, would I love to feel the same now? He got traded, and he feels probably a little betrayed, right? But that's, it's hard to know when you don't have all the information, and we'll see what time reveals everything. So we'll see how the next 5 years go, and we'll be able to see how to talk then.
Rudy, how is it going against another elite rebounder? It's a bonus when you're banging in the paint with them.
It's always a battle. It's fun. I enjoy it. He's a very physical player, very very good player. It's always a little bit of grappling, in there. So, I'm a big UFC fan, so I enjoy it.